Hey guys, welcome back to Earl DFS. We're back with another video today, and in today's video, I'm gonna be breaking down. My brother's at work, so I'm gonna be breaking down the NBA slate for November 11th, 2019. I got all my projections today, actually from RotoWire.com. Link should be in the description below. We got a nice 6-game slate today, which is decent. You don't have the 4-game slate where it's just playing a bunch of scrubs and hoping to get lucky. You also don't have an 11-game slate where it's just a dart throwing contest to see who can actually get the right players. But it's about equal. I like these type of contests. But real quick, if you guys have not subscribed to the channel already, go ahead and subscribe. Leave a like on the video. It really helps out the channel. Follow the socials. Twitter and Instagram are at EarlDFS. They should be underneath me. And yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into it. These are going to be all the best plays from the games. And the first one will be from the T-Wolves and the Pistons. And I'm glad that this one was the earliest one. I'm really happy that we actually get to start it with it, because it's the return of Blake Griffin. We'll get to them in a minute. For the T-Wolves, Towns is going to be my most played center of the slate by far. Far none. No reason to get away from him. There's a couple other ones in the later slides that might be a little bit contenders, but I don't know. Towns is definitely going to be the highest projected, and he's $200 more than Drummond, but I do like him a lot more. Wiggins has been playing like a beast. He's been doing very, very well lately, so it's mostly been Wiggins and Towns putting up a lot of points together, so I definitely like those two. Teague is a good play. And Covington, if you wanted to try to piece them in as one-offs. Tim Frazier at the minimum price, if he plays tonight, could be a good play. And I have Teague in there. I have him in twice, and with different projections. I must have messed that up. Ignore the bottom one. He is a game time decision. That's weird. But Teague is a game time decision. So is Tim Frazier. If they play, they could be a good plays. Now on the Pistons side, I realize how I only have 4 players. It's because Griffin's coming back. I'm not sure how much his minutes is going to be. I personally probably would not play him. I put him on the list so we could discuss him. Drummond will probably get a lot less owned because Griffin's in. The reason why Drummond was going off like crazy is because there was nobody else for rebounds mostly. And no other like big bodies on the floor for the Detroit Pistons. So Drummond got all the rebounds, all the buckets from in the paint and everything. So Drummond's value will go down a little bit. He will still be one of the top centers in the league. I just don't see him as a must play for tonight. Griffin's can be probably limited on his minutes. Okay, you could play him at 7.2. It's honestly a crapshoot. If you want to play him, go ahead. If not, I understand. Kennard at 6.1 can definitely be a decent option for a one-off like what Teague and Covington would be. 28 points projected, solid. He's one of the longer shot players. So, and then Snell at 4.1K, projected 19 points. Good value play on the day, especially if you want to get to the more expensive players, which will come up later. But overall, I think the Pistons are projected to win this game, but honestly, Towns and Wiggins are going to be my top plays from this game, along with Frazier and Snell if they play. Snell, yes. Frazier if he plays. Next one, we got the Dallas Mavericks at the Boston Celtics. It's going to be hard for me to go away from Luka Doncic, just because he's been a triple-double machine. This should be a very, very good game. It's, I think, 6-2 versus 7-1, or 7-2 versus 7-1, or something like that. Very good game. Probably going to be it's probably going to be the closest game of the night. Doncic and Porzingis will be my top plays from Dallas, obviously, if you can get to them. Powell and Keepler will be good value plays. They're a little bit cheaper. They're more of a mid-range, so definitely decent options there. I just play Luka Doncic way too much. He'll probably be like my second or third highest usage, or not usage, but exposed point guard. One will be in a future game, in the next slides. Kemba Walker at 8.9K projected 41 points could also be a good option. I'd be playing both of these point guards a lot, maybe even a game stack here if you really wanted to. Tatum will be getting more touches today. I think Theis is not going to be playing, so Tatum's definitely going to get more. Jaylen Brown and Smart will be great options today. They are going to be getting good ball usage, good minutes, so definitely I'm 100% interested in Brown, 100% interested, there we go, in Smart. Honestly, this whole entire game looks good to me. This will probably be one of my highest played games of the night. Definitely be interested in this game. But the reason why Brown and Smart and Tatum are all going to get more minutes is because Gordon Hayward broke his hand. Therefore, he's going to be out for a little while. So you're going to see more minutes for Tatum, Brown, and Smart. So next game, and this will probably be the other one of my. Well, there's 3 games that you could definitely be playing a lot of today. 3 games where I'm going to leave mostly alone, have some one-offs. This is another game where if you game stack, perfectly okay. I love the Spurs today. Rosen at 7K, Aldridge at 6.3, Murray at 6, Gay at 4.6, and Lyles at 4. I'm loving the Spurs. Play as much as you can of all those players. My opinion, that's what I'm going to do. So, definitely play a lot of those. Valanciunas will be another one of my centers that I play a lot. Just because he's at 5.9K, it will allow me to get to higher players. Which one of them will be in the next? 2 of them will be in the next slide. Pretty sure. Morant's another good option. He's back off a day of rest. Definitely like that. And then decent mid-range options would be Jackson and Crowder at 5.3 and 5.7K. Really liking those plays. Honestly, I'm going to be building a bunch of lineups. I'm going to be getting a bunch of all these players. So there's not really a wrong spot to go here. Aldridge will probably be my most played player of this game. But I'm playing a lot of this game. On to the next one, which I believe is the Houston Rockets and the New Orleans Pelicans. And here you go. You wanted to play lower players so you can get to 11.5K Harden, 8.8K Westbrook. Westbrook's going to be one of the best options for cash lineups. Harden will also be another option because you probably will need to have him in your lineup to. He'll probably be in the winning lineup tonight, so you have to probably build around him. Some ways you could do that is by some of the cheaper players like Valanciunas in the other game. Also, you got Favors at 4.7K and Hart at 5.1. Also, you could put in House or Gordon from Houston. Those will all help you reach the Harden Westbrook area for your lineups. On the New Orleans side, Ingram is a great play tonight at 7.8K, projected 40 points. Honestly, I think he could break those projections. Also, Drew Holiday is projected at 45.9. I definitely think he's going to overdo those projections as well. Definitely playing a decent amount of New Orleans, a lot of Rockets. These are what you want to save up for. And you want to get to a bunch of Harden, a bunch of Westbrook, and just most of these players in general. But pick and choose. Honestly, any of these plays will be good. And the next one, you got the Raptors and the Clippers. I personally am liking more of Toronto in this matchup. Siakam and Van Vliet will be good options. Powell's a cheap option. And then on the other side, Green is a very, very good budget option for me. You can also get Kawhi Leonard, which is always a good option. Harrell and Beverly, decent mid-range. Williams, another decent, a higher mid-range player. Honestly, I could see this one being a high-scoring game. The defenses are not too crazy, so you might be able to see a decent amount of points come from this one. My top play will be Siakam and Van Vliet. And from this game, yeah, you could there's definitely points for all these players. Obviously, these are all the top plays. Most of these are starters. And you're going to definitely see some action from all these players. Gasol, I would be a little weary about because he's had a weird minutes over the past couple games. But definitely all of them are definitely good options in this game. This is a 10:30 game. I always like to have at least one or two players from the 10:30 game just so I can keep moving up at the 10:30 area. Because I feel like if I go all earlier games, I end up getting passed. So I always try to have one or two players from the late games. And Siakam and Van Vliet will definitely be options for me along with Kawhi Leonard. And I think this is the final game. And honestly, there's very few players that I want from this. Gobert will be a decent center play. Conley will be a good, I think he's point guard, but I could be wrong. I honestly forgot. I'm not really too high on the Utah Jazz. D'Angelo Russell will probably be one of my highest played point guards of the day, just because Pascal is out. Green is back, but I don't see him getting many minutes. And honestly, the Warriors don't have much else. It's Russell's team. There's at this point, because Curry's out. The funny thing about this game is I think Warriors are 2-7 or 2-6, something like that. They have a very, very bad record. Jazz are 7-2 or 6-2, 6-3, something like that. If you said, look at this matchup. If you asked me before the season started, look at this matchup. One of these teams is going to have a 6-2 or 7-2 record. The other one's going to have a horrible record. Which one's which? Golden State would have the better record. Utah would suck. I'd be totally wrong. But that has nothing to do with the DFS. Bogdanovich would definitely be another interesting option for this one. But honestly, I see myself, besides Russell, staying away from this game mostly. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. That was the breakdown for the 6-game slate. Let me know if you have any other opinions on it. But that's going to do it for today's video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Follow the socials. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out, guys.